the finalist one finalist a question. So you can't address all three. You have to ask one person one question. The finalists will then have 2 minutes to respond. After that, we will make a brief time for closing statements, and then we will conduct our votes. So with that, I guess let's go ahead and turn the floor to Margareta. Let me invite you on stage.
Oh, I didn't expect to go first. How long do I have? Sorry, I literally just came back.
You have 3 minutes.
Okay. Like starting now?
Starting now.
Okay. So basically, I came into this game wanting to sort of change my game a little bit. I think I'm very known to be just a normal, strong, I think, social player. And I wanted to play a bit more of an intentional, strategic game in that sense. And I think I managed to do that. I think, especially just from round one alone. I got in with the right people. I saw that there was a target on my back from prior connections to people. And I made the necessary cuts when I needed to. I agreed to vote out Jesse round one, when obviously Jesse would have been a good ally to me. And I worked pretty closely with John, knowing that John has voted me out a few times before. Sorry, I'm nervous right now. And I think my whole sort of gameplay was really bouncing between certain groups of people. And I think I managed to have the trust of, I think, most of the cast here. I made it the entire game without a single vote. And my alliances were always the targets other than me that kept me safe the entire game. For example, again, I worked closely with John and Tyson for a few rounds. We sort of made agreements being like, I want this person out, and I will then vote out the person that you want the next time. And I didn't always follow through with that. But I think my main point of my game was using that social threat to sort of pioneer the votes a lot more rather than just sort of pushing ideas in people's heads. I know that Megan was a big target for a lot of the rounds, and I managed to push that vote back for a good 2-3 rounds in the end. And I flipped when I needed to, and even when I did, there was zero repercussions for me, mainly because everyone was always focused on Megan and Sharonka. And I'm overall happy with the game I played. I'm happy with the people that I ended up at the end with, even though it would have not been an ideal winning combination for me. But I'm satisfied. I won challenges when I needed to. Well, maybe not needed to because I didn't get votes anyway, but I won my first competition. And I think in general, I just played a lot more of a direct game. I sort of pioneered votes a lot more. I put John's name out a lot. I put Angela's name out a lot. I put Boop's name out a lot. And I don't think once that was really pushed back on me that much. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think my answers be a lot more clear with questions rather than just speaking out because I haven't had a lot of time to prepare. But yeah.
Right, thank you. I'm gonna move you back to audience real quick. Up next, we have Megan.
So I've just been talking for like 30 seconds and I just realized I had to accept the chat.
Oh, bye. Okay, yep, your 3
Yeah.
minutes starts now.
Anyway, I was just going to caveat by saying it is 3 a.m. for me and Mark, so do excuse our speech because it's so late. And it's actually just really hard to like remember the whole game, like thinking back. But this was like the first event I've kind of done that's been a duos event. So I really wanted to like kind of take a different approach to my usual kind of build a big alliance at the start and kind of stick with it approach. So my main thing coming into it was I needed to make sure I was in separate VCs to Marg. As long as she was in a VC that I wasn't, I knew my name probably wouldn't be coming up. So the first vote that kind of got us through, I threw my vote on Jesse even though I was in the other side. assuming they would not be voting me because Marg was in there. And then that kind of strategy seemed to work through most of the pre-merge. As soon as we got to the merge, I think I threw a lot of names out. I was in like the lead of like quite a few votes. So the best strat I've like kind of found was the talk time we had before the challenge was like the most chilled out time to kind of push a name out. If we get two names involved, we can have like a potential first boot and a second boot if they win. So really sowing those seeds just in case you don't get to talk to people after the comp, which seems to be like quite a common theme for a few people just getting stuck in VCs. Yeah, that was my main kind of goal, was just to kind of get names sown before the kind of like big panic and rush. And yeah, I think like my usual game, I would like to have had advantages. I didn't find any, which really sucked and really stressed me out. Didn't win a single competition. And arguably I did start on the disaster tribe and I was targeted quite a lot. I think I probably copped like maybe more votes than anyone else. So I was kind of up against it all game, especially after splitting John and Tyson up, being the only duo left in the game, put like a big target on our back. But thankfully, making a deal with Sharanka early on really, really paid off. And being able to get Madam Jan to switch her vote was obviously like quite a good move there. So yeah, I don't know, really, really happy made it to the end. I think, as Faye said, like the questions will be a bit better for me because I'll be able to answer specifics. But yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, Megan. Sharanka?
Y'all know I get terrified. Jury, tonight I'm not gonna stand here and pretend like I played a perfect or pretty game. But bitch, I played the winning game. From the very beginning, I focused on building relationships, social connections, and I was always in the fucking loop. See, relationships alone don't get you to the end. However, I was able to show that I have the all-around good game with my two advantages, my two individual immunity challenges, and I also only got 3 votes this entire game. I told Megan and Margareta that I had the idol in the very beginning of the game because I knew that would get their trust instantly in this game. And it worked. Thank you. Okay. I had the idol the whole entire game. My level of awareness was unmatched to anyone in this game. I knew to never use that idol because I knew I was never going home. I always was spreading someone else. I always was cutting throats. And bitch, I played this game to fucking win. I never sat here and wanted to make an alliance with my friends. But, I mean, that's what's gonna get me the win, you know? So, yeah, across this whole time, only got 3 votes, 2 individual immunities. I positioned myself the best in this game, and I think I deserve to win. Thank you.
All right, Sharanka, thank you. So we are going to go ahead and start with the jury questions. Up first, we're going to start with Miss Boop. And remember, you can only ask one finalist a question.
Okay. Well, I didn't know I was going to be first, but
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Actually, we're going to start with Angela. So sorry.
okay.
Hi, sorry. I think I disconnected. But my question is, why do you think that you deserve to win? Sorry, kind of basic question.
Who is your question for?
My question is for Sharanka.
I think I deserve to win because I was able to build relationships, have people trust me. I was able to work with people who didn't really see themselves as an ally. They more saw me as a threat, but I was still able to work with them. I was able to cut their throats when I needed to. I played this game exactly how you play it, and I deserve to win. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to go to Miss Boop.
Okay, my question is for Faye. I told you to your face that if you brought Sharanka to the end, that
they probably would beat you. Why did you do that? And why do you think, what did you do better that she didn't?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I did think that this season was gonna be a final two and I was banking on it. I think especially towards the late game, my game was very much on self-preservation, the way that I would get to the end, because I knew that if I was ever out of the majority, I may well have been the vote. And I knew that keeping both Sharonka and Megan, especially in those late stages of those games, made it basically certain that I was gonna make it to the end. I do think that I played, honestly, I think I played a better social alliance game. I think a lot of the ways that the votes were spread, I think that I was a very large contributor of that, especially towards the middle game when people like John, Tyson, Chris, and Angela were still in the game. And I was telling Sharonka and Megan who the votes were whenever they were being targeted, etc. I told Sharonka that she wasn't the vote in the final six, so she didn't have to play the idol. And I did sort of play a game where I helped them in a way, but I think in general it was always for my own self-benefit and my own self-preservation. And I think that's the game that I like to play, and I think that's the game that is the game that I'm proud of in the end. But I think in general, especially when it comes to being aware and pushing votes and making relationships with a lot of people in this game, I think I was the better player in that regard in general. I mean, Sharonka can say that she made it to the end with only 3 votes and 2 challenge wins. I made it to the end with 0 votes and 1 challenge win, and no advantages either. So, thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have Chris.
Hello, Final Three. I would like to ask Megan a question. Megan, you were targeted in so many close votes. How did you position yourself to recover after those votes immediately?
Hello. So yeah, good question. I think it goes back to what I mentioned in my speech, was just making sure I was really spread out from Faye in the conversations. I knew if there was a chat she was in and I wasn't in that chat, that they're not going to be talking about voting for me again or my name coming up. Or if my name does come up, it's going to kind of get reported back, which was what was happening. So it was just to make sure, using the duo, like, I don't know, what do you call it? The functionality of having a duo in the game. I think I really played that as the strength and just made sure we were kind of covering our bases as much as possible. There were like very few times we kind of got into a conversation. I think like 1 or 2 rounds we actually sat in a chat together, but the rest of the time we were just kind of out pushing names as much as we could and getting as much information as we could. So I think that's kind of what kept me from my name, like it not rolling over so much. Like I kept coming up as a vote, it would be someone else, then it would be kind of me as the opposite vote. So I think I was managing to like switch it off just enough to kind of keep getting me through, really, because some of them are really close. And it was very scary. Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, John.
Wow. 3 of my John Laster top 10 players in the final 3 here. Normally in a game like this, when you have a duo make the end, you're like, do I really want to? I want to vote the third person because they both played the same game. But I feel like Megan and Faye both played dominant games this time around that. My vote's between them right now, but I have an opportunity for Sharonka to try to get my vote. Sharonka, I feel like you kind of rode their coattails for a bit. So I want to know, what is a move that you can say that you fully controlled?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I think I can say, I know. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my train of thought now. Okay. I think I can say that my duo was voted out very early in this game. So I understand that you can say that a duo made it to the end and that you feel like you should deserve to vote for them. But I think that me riding their coattails was the best decision for me because think about it. I am always going to be the person that's not targeted. There's a duo in front of me. They're always going to be targeted before I was ever going to be targeted. Sorry, I was reading your chats. I thought you were saying that I said that. Sorry. Um, I think that it just shows to a testament like I adapted in this game. I was able to like maneuver myself in this game. I was the one that wanted you out, John. I told people that. I told Chris that too. I told you that to your face, John, that I wanted you out. I also told Chris that you told me that you voted who got voted that you voted Angela. I told Chris that because I knew that that would get y'all to not trust each other. And it worked because you guys came for each other and then you guys all went out the game. So that was my move. Sorry. Yeah, I was able to do that. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Up next, Lee.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
First of all, congrats. My question is going to be for Faye. And I want to ask you how you differentiated yourself from Megan since he was your duo. And I want a specific tribal where you like can say that you were doing something that was like separating you from Megan.
From separating me from Megan or like the games, like our games in general?
I want like a specific example, but you could also just be like, well, this is like
Well, the
how
thing
we
is,
were different.
the thing is, Megan and I, we worked close throughout this entire game. So there wasn't really a specific time where I turned completely on Megan. I threw her name out for for preservation reasons as us as a threat of a duo, but I think we did work pretty closely throughout this entire game. I think one way in which we differentiate is I will happily say that I was the one who was getting all of the names from other people. I think, for example, it might have been Chris and Boop were the ones that were throwing Megan's name out there. And they told me it's either, or was it Tyson or something? And they said, we want to vote Boop out or we want to vote Megan out. And I said, are we sure we can't do Megan next round? And they said no, but you know what? Megan still stayed another round. I think Megan was targeted throughout this entire game over me. And I think a lot of times I sort of pushed other names, sort of John's threat management level, etc., Tyson's management level, and I managed to push that Megan vote out as much as I could until it got to the point where we were in like a dominant sort of position in the game. And I think in general, I never spoke to Megan really this entire game, so I don't really think we were aligned, but we never really worked completely close together, I don't think. Because I don't really know what Megan did in the game because I didn't really speak to her. But I know the game that I played, and I know that especially in that mid portion of the game, with both like John, you, and then even Boop at the end, I was the one who was pushing out those votes. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, the one and only Madam Jam, you're up, sister.
Hello?
There she is.
Okay. My question is for Megan. What makes you stand out among all the other contestants?
Among all the contestants is quite a hard one.
Yeah.
I guess against all the contestants and the finalists, I think what stood out against my game, I mean, particularly against the finalists, was that I was targeted quite a lot. I mean, not pre-merge too much, but as soon as the merge came, I think my name came up like every other vote. And I think what I did quite well to kind of negate that quite quickly and put an end to it at the start was, I think the first tribal of merge, there wasn't many people in the main tribal chat. I think it was me, Apple, Madame, and Angela. no one was really talking on VC. No one was really putting out names. At that round, I was kind of thinking I wanted to go for Lee. So I was pushing Lee's name. Angela was obviously just taking that information, didn't seem to be talking too much. That information got back to Lee, Chris, That was how my name came out again the next round. But as soon as the tribal was done, Lee pulled me for a chat and kind of told me what went down. And I managed to navigate out of that really well by just blaming it on Apple, who just got voted out. So, and then I managed to get the vote onto Angela because Angela was throwing my name out and obviously just dishing the dirt I'd given. So, yeah, I think that was quite a good game-changing move for me. I think that separates me quite well from the rest. That I think I had quite a lot of control. So people told me that my name came out, and Lee kind of told me that she was spreading my name because she heard me spreading hers. I think that demonstrates I had quite good control of the game because I was getting that information, and then I managed to use that and take Angela out the next round, which I think set me up pretty well. So, yeah, I think those kind of moves make me kind of stand out, especially from the finalists and maybe from the rest of the cast. But yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, Tyson, get on up here.
Hi guys. Okay, my question is for Shiranka. So personally, I can't right now pick between Megan or Faye because I feel like neither of them could have made it to the end without the other, which obviously, but neither of them. I can't really differentiate their games, but I'm still not sold on you. I'm still not sold on you. So I want you to sell the jury on yourself from start to finish.
Okay. From the very beginning of this game, I made a 4-person alliance with Chris, me, another person. I don't know, on my starting tribe. I made sure that I had the majority on my tribe, but we never lost, so I never had to deal with that. I was able to build relationships on my starting tribe and do that. I also found the idol on my starting tribe. I also found a fake safety idol on my tribe, which I gave to Will. I also found an advantage steal. So I was working, building relationships, all pre-merge because I kept winning. So when it came time to hit merge, I knew I had to get to work because Will had been voted out of this game and I didn't have a partner. Everyone else had a partner in this game, yet I was alone. So I knew that I had to work with someone else so that I could make it far in this game. I think that me attaching myself onto them was the best move for me because what I said previously, like every time that y'all targeted them, y'all targeted Megan because y'all did not work with her. Like y'all didn't trust her like y'all trusted me. Margareta may have not received a vote, but you can't say that she was actively like throwing out names. I was actively throwing out names. I was saying it. So that's why I think I deserve to win because I felt like I made a lot of moves in this game that got us to the end. I was able to carry my idol with me the whole entire time and I was able to not use it. So yeah, I think I deserve to win this game because of that.
And you did that on your own. Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. Okay, with that, I'm going to give each of the finalists 2 more minutes to make any closing statements. We are going to go in reverse order of how we opened. So Sharanka, I'm just gonna throw you right back up here.
Once again, I feel like I was able to build relationships in this game and I was able to cut them in this game. I feel like I was working with almost everyone at a point. I actually was the one that threw out Lee's name because I knew that she was working with everyone. Well, I wanted to be the one in the middle, so that's why I wanted to be the one to take her out because if she was playing the middle, I couldn't play the middle. So I decided to say her name to John, then that's what spreaded, and then they got rid of Lee. I feel like I wasn't afraid to make moves. I said what I said. I never backed down to it. I cut people's throats. I felt like I put myself first because I knew that at the end of the day, if I sat next to a duo in this game, like they played almost the exact same game. They can't say that they didn't talk. They talked all game. Like, I am sorry. I was able to go into different calls because I knew Margareta and Megan were protecting me in this game. So I was able to go into other calls. I was able to make alliances with people because I knew that they were, you know, gonna always keep me in this game. I feel like I was able to adapt after my duo was voted out. I was able to use my idol to neglect votes. I was able to win two individual immunities. I built relationships. I had strategic moves when I needed to, and that's why I got to the end of this game. That's why I believe I played the strongest overall game. So if you think I deserve to win, I would love to have your vote. So thank you.
Thank you. Megan? Oh, Diva, you might have to accept.
God, I always think I'm doing such a good chunk, and then I realize it's muted. So yeah, it's hard to think of things I haven't said already, but start to finish in this game, I think I've been a big driving factor of this. I've been playing these events for like a year now. Like the first time I played Outlaster was like, I don't know, about 14 months ago. I've played with quite a few people on the cast before. I've never had a big win. So even making the final with like it does really mean a lot, and it's really fun to be here. When I first started playing, I was like even afraid to use VC. I was just only using text chat, and like if I really had to use VC, I would. I was like just so scared to talk. So it's like it's kind of fun to now play these games and get really involved and like talk to a lot to people. So the confidence I've kind of got with that in this game kind of helped me kind of just keep pushing votes each round, keep pushing names when I needed to. I was able to kind of have conversations with people like with Lee, for example, and even though I did push a vote, I was able to kind of wangle my way out of it with just a bit of chat. And yeah, it's been really fun. I've had a really good time playing with everyone. Yeah, not much more to add, I don't think. I hope I have your vote. But yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Faye, any closing statements?
Yeah, I just want to clear some things up as well. I think Sharonka's saying that the duo of Megan and I were the ones that sort of protected her from a lot of votes. That is not true. There were multiple rounds when people were throwing out Sharonka's name to me so many times, and I was the one who pushed those votes back because I knew that it was the way to get myself to the end. I think people can say that they had a lot of allies in this game, but at the end of the day, I was the one who was in a lot of those votes. I was the one who one-on-one convinced Tyson to vote out John. We didn't know if John had an idol or a last chance or anything. And Tyson could have easily told him John could have played a last chance, but I convinced him to vote him out. I don't know if Boop had a last chance when it came to the final five. I convinced Boop that I was going to be voting with her, and obviously majority voted her out. So I think in a way I flipped when I needed to in this game. I didn't receive any pushback. I didn't receive a single vote. I was barely targeted in this game at all. And when I did, it was always at the expense of Megan rather than myself. And people told me that as well. It was like, you're scary, but we want to keep you in, and we'd rather get Megan out over than you. And that's fine by me. I think I played a very intentional game. I knew when to deflect votes, and I knew when to push and when to give in to votes. For example, with Tyson and John a lot, I knew I wanted Angela out, and then they wanted someone else out in return. And I was okay to accept that because it furthered my game and also kept me and my partner safe for a few rounds longer. So I think in that way, people can say that they worked with everyone. That's not true because they were throwing out their names every single round. But I was the only person in this game to not receive a single vote. I was barely the target in this game. And I was aware of like a good 90% of the votes. So yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, guys, so we have started to receive some jury votes in. Each juror should have their parchment in their channels. I believe we are only waiting on 2 people. Okay, looks like we are just waiting on one vote. Lucas, can you confirm that you have received all votes but one? And while we were waiting on that final vote to come in, just as a reminder, if you guys want to send production any game notes, any review of moves that you made in the game, your experience playing, that is very helpful. Definitely send them in your confessional channels whenever you are done. No rush on that. There's plenty of time. So you can take a moment to kind of reflect on your game and share your thoughts there. Okay. I
Oh wait, I didn't see the request. I was in the chat. Oh my god, I'm so happy. That's amazing. That was a shock. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. It feels like a deserved. It feels about time I've got my win.
Yeah, we'll do a
Yeah,
little
it's late
live
enough. I can stay a
reunion.
while.
But thank you guys so much for applying and playing this season. We wanted to make it special with it being duos. And hopefully y'all enjoyed it enough for us to do another one.
Yeah. All
That's my
three of you
duo
guys,
bit.
you guys all played incredibly. Like I'm like no glaze at all. Like you guys all played very differently, so it was very hard to give my jury vote to someone. But all three of you deserved it.
Yeah, that could have gone either way. I really didn't think. I thought I like threw it in my speech. I didn't think I did a great speech, but
No, this is so long deserved for you. Honestly, I was
oh,
so happy.
yeah, I'm so glad. It was so worth staying up. I had such doubts before the season. I was like, I'm gonna get pre-merge. I just had a feeling. I had a feeling I was out early, but yeah, no, I'm really
And
happy.
wait, our first UK winner. Hold on.
Is it really? And on my debut, you know, that's not bad.
You know, it took me 3 tries. I still don't have a win. It's okay.
We'll get you
Oh, that
all
was
unsequestered in a moment, but hang in there and just feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
I'm so sick,
place
by the way.
here.
I'm
I
so
got
sick,
third
by the
place
way. When
here.
I couldn't use VC to convince anyone to swap their votes. It just
Yeah, I couldn't tell John that he was the vote on his vote. I tried to get into the VC room with him to the point where I had to get told to go to the tribal VC because I kept jumping around trying to find him.
Oh
oh,
yeah, quick note.
And then he
Because
had an idol.
Faye, Megan, Sharanka, Jam, you four don't know about this yet. We have a
Mm.
brand new Rob has a podcast team, aka TBL, run by Capri and Ben.
Oh God.
Megan, you are of course
oh wow,
invited to have your winner interview whenever you want.
fun. Okay,
Other than that, congrats to you three.
I just
thank you
want to
so much.
say, the people who drafted us, you're welcome. By the way, that's all I need. That's all I need to
Oh my
say.
gosh,
Like, you're
people
welcome.
draft.
Oh,
Are we? Wait, what were the placements
I want
again?
to see who drafted me.
wait, Sharanka, would you have
What?
played your idol if I played my idol?
If I what?
Like first and second place.
If I
Yeah.
Oh
played
my
my
gosh.
idol, would you have played your idol too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have just idol Tyson now and probably been out next.
With with
It didn't
Jam's
change
one
anything.
vote.
Yeah, one vote got you out. Who even voted you? It was probably Madam Jam or something.
It was Jam. Madam Jam was voting me almost every tribal.
No, the last name Madam Jam hears is the name they're voting. So you have to be in the call last with them, basically.
No, it's
Would Madam?
because I got like a 1 or 2 votes at almost every tribal, and they were just strays. Like it never went anywhere until.
No shit, I don't know,
Okay,
Jam, I love
hold
you. I
on,
don't
hold
know
on.
what you were doing though.
Let me explain myself, you guys. Okay,
I can't wait for this.
so for that time, I was voting Tyson because I didn't know who else to vote. Like, as you guys probably know, I'm on mobile and I couldn't get on like any of the voice channels at all. And when I'm lost, I always vote at Tyson. Tyson, I'm so sorry.
So you were the one who was voting me just randomly every time.
Wait, Jam. Jam,
Yeah,
can I ask
because
why? Jam, can I ask why did you flip on me at the final 6 during the revote?
what?
Can I ask why you flipped at the revote on final 6?
I'm sorry. Come again.
Girl, she don't fucking know.
You don't know.
Am I that irrelevant? What?
Jam,
Okay.
you were an
During the tie,
enigma this game.
why did you flip and vote me out on the revote?
Okay, I didn't really trust you that much because you only came to me when you needed me. So like I haven't
Okay,
been
you know what?
talking to
That's
you like
fair.
yeah,
I
I
know that
haven't
is
like
true, but
spoke
like,
to you. Yeah, because I was threatened by you. You're so good. I heard you're like
you're just stuck
yeah,
in the tribal.
yeah.
You're stuck in the tribal chat the entire time. I didn't know if you wanted to go into any chats. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
You kind of
I guess it's my trust issues. Because I thought you were going to throw me under the bus once you got my vote.
Oh girl, never.
So
I was final 3.
yeah, it's so unexpected though.
Yeah. But you did your big one during that. Like that was a good
Yeah,
win.
yeah,
Yeah, you did so good. I really thought it was going to
yeah.
be a final 2. I was like convinced it was going to be a
I know,
final
so
2.
did I as well.
Yes.
No, because we were talking about when the right time to cut Sharonka was for a final two.
Yeah, we thought we'd get an opportunity to get the final four or the final three win.
Honestly,
Like,
Sharonka, if you didn't win that challenge, you probably would have. Oh, is she gone?
oh, she's
Oh.
gone.
I was gonna say if Sharonka didn't win that.
Y'all
If
really
Sharonka
did
didn't
vote
win
for
that
Jam,
challenge.
We will
and I
vote
had
for
to
Jam.
respect it.
But the thing is, I would Jam have won if she made it to the end?
No.
No, I will
Come on,
say
guys.
though,
Make it
Jam
fun.
was a huge fan favorite.
Exactly.
I thought Jam was going to win if she got to the end. Like, I would have probably voted for Jam. She was.
I would have
she,
voted for Jam.
she was
I'm sorry,
iconic.
I'm sorry, she was such a social queen.
God, thank you so much, you guys.
I would have voted for Jam
They
if she
went
made it.
through. There was such emotional turmoil whether to like
You
keep
would
Megan,
have,
keep Megan or vote Megan out, and
I
then I was like,
would've-
you know what? I'm gonna go to final two with Megan.
Jam, you were hilarious.
John, I'm sorry for voting you out, but like I needed to do that, and I know it didn't work out, but like it would like if I had made it to the final three, if I had survived the final 6 vote, I think I would have been in a decent position to be in final three. And I could have used on my resume, so like I kind of need to do that.
Yeah, if you went to
Okay.
Rocks, actually, yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like just Megan especially after I got out, Megan and
Right.
Faye just took over the game and to the end.
I know,
And then like
but
I had a
there's a chance because me, Boop, and Mark all voted. Mark, you voted for Megan during that first vote, right? And then you flipped on the second.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I never voted Megan's name down once.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay, if final yeah.
Sorry.
If you made final
So
three
I-
with Adam, I probably would have voted you.
I was trying to keep John and Tyson as long as possible. There were so
But
many rounds.
why?
Like, me and Mark had like a real, almost like we were like really fighting for the other side. I think it was like the boot vote that
You
I
wanted
was like
Boop.
trying to.
You wanted Boop.
I
I
wanted
wanted John
Boop.
out so bad.
And I was pushing so hard because I knew we had to split one other duo up, and then I wanted to keep John and Tyson because we were the last duo if they went. So I was like, we need to try and keep them. And then that first tribal, I just didn't get a chance to even like. There was no way I could have even put the names out for not John or Tyson. So that was why they ended up going. I wanted to go a little bit further with those
I'm
two.
so sick y'all chose to blame Angela instead of literally anyone else. Angela didn't tell me that you guys were running the tribe. That was Lee. Lee told me that.
She told you what?
Lee told me that you two were running the tribe and that Lee was one to spread your name originally, Megan. Not Angela.
So I thought basically Angela, Apple, and Madam were the only ones in the chat. So I was pushing Lee, and then the round after, Lee came up to me and said, "Oh, you've said my name." So I was assuming Angela went back and said, "Ollie," like I was pushing her.
No. It just burned.
Oh, yeah, it got messy. That was a really good merge though. Like that was like
It was
very
Yeah, that
unpredictable.
pre-merge was
like
low-key boring. I'm sorry.
Okay, not too
You, like,
much.
tried it every single
that was
Not
time.
too
stressful as
much.
fuck, John. No, John, that was stressful as fuck.
Like you blamed
Yeah.
us
We were
losing
every
challenges on
single
Monet and
tribal.
Madam Jam, but then you went to every single tribal. So
Hello?
I think you
That is
two were
not
the
my fault.
outliers in those
No.
challenges. Because Madam Jam
No,
Jam won.
Eli was
Okay,
terrible
mainly
at
Tyson.
Madam
No
Jam
shade,
Jam
mainly
was winning,
Tyson.
wasn't she? Tribe Club, no shade.
I was great at the challenges, guys. What are you talking about?
Tyson was
Tyson,
at
you were
least
frozen
decent.
for a little
No,
bit.
I brought Marg and Sharonka to see you like teleport in the same place over and over again. Remember?
You guys do know that in the duo, not duo challenge, but the challenge where two people have to go get the shells, I didn't even participate. And then in the challenge, the one with the like where you get the fruit and you put it on the spots and then you get the boxes, I didn't participate in that one either.
You were the outlier.
Wait, Tyson,
Yeah.
have you always sounded like that? I don't know why. You
Yeah.
sound a little bit different now.
Wait, so
Don't
I
worry
always
about it.
thought Tyson was British, but I think that was not true.
Oh, no. I
Rick, you
thought
was
he was.
making it up.
No,
I
wait, did you
thought
get like
for
a new
like
microphone or something, Tyson?
Oh, he was
That
in
told me.
Britain, but he was studying in Britain. That was it.
No, I
right,
wasn't.
I was like led to believe he was
Oh.
from the UK, and I believed that for like the longest time.
No,
until
I
this
just
night.
didn't
You
trust
tricked
a single
someone from
person
England.
online. And that was back in Delu last year. I didn't trust a single person online, so I just like faked an accent.
Tricks
You did a good
Well,
accent, to be fair. You did
You
great.
guys should be free
Well, I'm an
now.
actor,
You can double check that you have
so
all access to channels again.
Are y'all doing Hall of Fame
Guys.
next?
I think
No,
I've got access, yeah.
we're gonna figure out what we're gonna have a staff meeting and we'll get back to you all.
Are we
Flower
playing a
host
game?
the traders.
Um,
If you guys do game night, I will be right back. I gotta finish